It's the inaugural edition of the ACC Women's Under-19 Asia Cup in Malaysia in 2024, and we start off proceedings with match number 1 that sees the young Sri Lankan side take on hosts Malaysia. Sri Lanka captained by their very impressive batter Manudi Nayankara, and also having a very talented batter in the form of Rashmika Sewandi in their lineup. They do have the experience and some very talented young cricketers who are coming through the ranks. Players like Limansa, who's very capable with the bat. Chamudi can bowl a handy wrist spin. Hiruni is also the opening bat and can double up as a spin bowling option. 7 all-rounders in this lineup for Sri Lanka. Talking about the young Malaysian side that's featuring in this contest. Lot to learn. They've got their captain Nur Dania Samad, who's got a lot of experience playing T20Is. Even with the senior side, she's leading this young under-19 team for Malaysia in this tournament. Alia, the keeper bat, lot resting on her shoulders, but they do have the bowling options. Swabika, very capable with the new ball, can swing the ball. Isma Nazarele, all providing the bowling options as well to the captain. Sri Lanka winning the toss and their captain Manudi choosing to bat first. Let's join action from the first ball. Plays the call from the umpire, and here we go. And straight away runs on the board for Sri Lanka. They get off the mark, single to the left hand. Oh, bowled round her legs. That's a wicket. The first wicket goes down for Sri Lanka, and Hiruni is bowled round her legs. The captain strikes.
What about that? Strike in the second over and the smiles break out. And why not? He's trying to sweep the ball just gripped enough, pitching outside the line of leg, and enough to go around the legs. Look at this. Just pitching there and spun enough to hit timber. That is a beautiful strike. Something that will encourage the Malaysians. Sanjana Kavindi goes for 4, and it's 8 for 1. Yeah, you'd expect that, and it's paid off. And that's a good stroke. Just pulled it late and away from any of the boundary riders to give some relief after the fall of that wicket.
Take another look at that one again. Wayward delivery on the full, was looking for swing. The only swing she got was the batter's bat swing. On the full, smacked away for 4. And a wicket. And another one. Perfect. In line, just a hint of swing as it shaped in, goes through that gap between bat and pad, and the batter, Hiruni. Here's that death rattle as the ball hits the stumps. Wicket number 2 for Sri Lanka.
And that so early in the innings was going to bolster their spirits. This is terrific. Well, the bowler has really won this tussle, as I mentioned earlier. She went for a big swipe across the line. The ball found its way between bat and maybe a little pacier than the batter anticipated, and struck timber. Another wicket down. 2 down, 3 overs have been completed. It's 13 for 2.
And there's another soft opportunity, soft dismissal once again. And the Malaysian team is on top. There's a 3rd wicket, and Semudu scoring just 3 runs. He has to go back to the hut.
The top order is under severe pressure thanks to Nur Dania, the captain. Chipped to the fielder at point and taken. She is ecstatic, as she rightly should be. What a terrific start is it for the hosts at the first match of the inaugural ACC Under-19 Women's Asia Cup.
Short third fielder, gone a little straighter. They're claiming a catch. Has that been taken cleanly? The batter's walking. And the Malaysian team cannot believe their luck.
Yes, Dahami's trying again to generate the pace when there's not much on the pace on the ball. So you're trying to hit it in front of the wicket, then you're trying to generate the pace, and you sometimes will mistime it. Exactly what happened here, and a very good catch to complete a good delivery. So unfortunately, Dahami has to go. 11 runs on for her name.
Another full toss, hit away, this time on the offside. This will be 4 more. Well, they've really loosened the shackles, haven't they? This over has gone for 11 already.
It's overreaction, wasn't it? That short ball, and then again a rank full toss. But it has to be put away, and it did. Uppishly, but right over the top of the infield. There's no protection out there on the offside. And the resultant 4.
Home side, Malaysia, this is short.
Beautiful shot.
There'll be 4 more. The boundaries are coming now. That's the 5th boundary of the innings. And if you look at what's happened after that drinks break, suddenly we had 2 boundaries in the previous over. We've got 1 in this over. 3 out of the 5 boundaries that have been struck so far have been struck after the drinks break.
There's another short wall, and that could be all the way for 6 now, won't it?
Ooh.
It's 1 bounce.
Struck well. Well, it's captain to captain, and for the moment it's the Sri Lankan skipper who's holding sway.
She's looking good, isn't she? Yeah. She's picking up the length very quickly and executing with 100%.
Nanyakara is showing intent here. The Sri Lankan skipper, Manuri. Take another look at how quickly she's picked the length up, got on the back foot, swiveled and picked her spot. The Malaysian captain. Oh, this time around in the air, it's gotten away from the fielder. That's going to be more runs. It was off the thick splice of the bat and it's gone for 4.
Wow. Well, here we go. This is the 3rd boundary in this over after 13 off the previous over. So still 2 balls to go. Full toss. Down the ground for 1. Oh no, he's a misfield. It's another boundary. That's really not called for if you are the fielding team. And the fielding coach and the Malaysian coach should be tearing his hair out.
I can tell you what, Dev Watmore's showing some emotion here in the commentary box. 16 off that over.
That was a regulation stop, unfortunately. Anyway, that's 12 overs gone, and the score now advances to 74 for 4.
Nice shot. That is terrific. She's not going to get to that. Races away to the boundary. They're really opening their shoulders now with lovely shots all around the ground.
A lofted cover drive reminiscent of that of her idol, Chamari Athapathu's. Manudi Nanakkara is taking the attack to the bowlers and clearly helping shift the momentum in Sri Lanka's favour. Cleared the front foot nicely and tonked it over the cover region for a 4.
Down the leg side, helping it on its way. It's on its way to the boundary. Quite easily done.
Nicely played into the backward of square region. Will pick up a boundary. Will Romansa. She's ensuring that alongside her captain, she's adding to the run tally. Around women's cricket in Malaysia. Terrific shot from Limansa there.
Yeah, but there was, thankfully from the Malaysian perspective, there's a fielder posted there. A lot of work has to be done. 100 comes up for Sri Lanka.
And there she goes again. A long shot over mid-on, long on, and that's travelled all the way for 6. So she's timed that beautifully. And that's another good shot.
She has been brilliant. She has been good on the offside, great on the leg side, and she's very well aware about the field positioning. It was a very intentional shot. She knew that the fine leg was up, the square leg was up, delayed it, played it really late over that fielder, and excellent batting. And an excellent shot there. Using the pace, excellent timing. It was 4 written all over it.
That's right, what a lovely timed offside drive, a little bit in the air, but that's what you do when you've got a free hit. You have freedom of mind to know that it doesn't matter, just hit it as hard as you can. Look at that lovely shot. It raced away to the boundary on the offside. That's a very good shot. After 10 overs, there's another good shot. That's going to carry all the way as well. For 6, yeah, after 10, 45 for 4, it's a long way off from 150 when you're finished, and that's what they're looking at now, thanks to Nanyakara and Lamansa.
Going hard, slashing hard, and Subiga is offering the pace that's required to take it down to the boundary. 4 runs again for the captain.
That happens a fair bit, doesn't it, in this form of the game? this format of the game, I should say. Full effort in the swing of the bat. Look at this. An edge. Often there is no slip cordon in place.
To put a really good total again, it's in the gap, and it's going to be 4 to finish the Sri Lankan innings. Brilliant batting display from the captain.
And what is it, 149? And that's the end of the batting innings, 153, I beg your pardon. And Nanyankara and Limansa can take a big bow.
Sri Lanka recovered from a tottering start. They were 44 for 4 at one stage, but that partnership, an unbeaten 109-run stand between Limansa and the captain, Nanyankara, making sure that Sri Lanka got to 153 for 4. The captain, Nanyankara, making 74 not out of just 40 deliveries, but a patient innings from Limansa at the other end, ensuring that Sri Lanka got past the 150 mark and set a challenging 154-run total for Malaysia to try and chase down. As far as the bowling for Malaysia is concerned, but Swabika had started off well with the new ball. In the end, her 4 overs costing just 23 runs, the wicket to show for her efforts. Dania's first 3 overs are very economical. She just gave away 5 runs in her first 3 overs, but her 4th over went for 16, and therefore a 4 costing 21. But she picked up 2 wickets as well. Isma chipping in with a wicket. But Sri Lanka doing well, setting a 154-run target for Malaysia to get to try and win this match. Plays the call from the umpire. What can she do here for Sri Lanka in the inaugural edition of the Under-19 Asia Cup for women? Good shape on the ball. Out swinger to start proceedings. That's well bowled.
Ooh, that's wayward, and will go for buys. Will collect a boundary. Will the Malaysia Under-19s to their name?
5 wides. Add that on to the total. Pitched up and hit down the ground. Hit over the top. And that's hit for 4. Confident shot by the captain. Noor Dania Samad gets the first boundary off the bat for Malaysia in this run chase.
Walloped it over the bowler's head towards the long on boundary. Did the captain Dania. A good length ball taken to the cleaners.
This is struck straight down the throat of the fielder. And a wicket for Ashmika. The first wicket falls for Malaysia, and the captain, Noor Dania Samad, will have to go back to the hut.
And a bit of a send-off from Rashmika Sewanti as well. Very strong action leading into that first wicket. Didn't get any of it, did Dania. And look at that celebration. Aggressive in her bowling and let out that loud roar. The first wicket falls in this chase of 150 plus. Malaysia are 15 for 1 after 2.5 overs.
Oh, this could be close. This could be close. It's a wicket. Hiruni pretty much bowling a wicket-to-wicket line. Alia playing across and missing the ball completely. And the umpire had absolutely no doubt whatsoever. Wicket goes down here for Malaysia. And the other opener is now heading back to the hut.
Pretty plumb that looked. On the back foot, was indecisive. Noor Alia has to depart for a single-digit score, only 2.
Oh, that's right through the gate. And that's another one. This is looking very, very good from the Sri Lankan perspective. The thud of the death rattle behind her. She has to really go.
An off-spinner's dream delivery. You want to target the stumps, creating that spin from outside off. What a brilliant delivery that was. And that big drive from the batter costs her wicket. Excellent bowling from Matsara. And Irdina has to walk back without troubling the scorers. Malaysia 15 for 3. An excellent take there behind the stumps. Another wicket. This time Hiruni not spinning it too much. The straighter one, she has the slip in. And a big wicket once again.
The turn did not come on this occasion. They're falling apart. Malaysia, unfortunately, the under-19 women's team playing for the turn, playing inside the line, got a little bit of tickle and good take behind by the keeper. So really looking down the barrel of a gun here, Malaysia. They are 15 for 4 as Nazatul Razali goes without bothering their scorers. Once again, very fortunate. You're talking about the straighter one. There it is. Lucky runs, they could use that at this point in time.
Yeah, it was a good plan executed by Matsara, but the slip fielder was late to react.
That's an inspiring shot that will get to the fence. That'll get over the ropes for 4.
That was good intent, wasn't it, that particular shot? And when it's hit it nice and straight, there's no fielders when he hit it straight. But certainly the intent to me, look at that. Wow, she really wanted a piece of that and hit the middle of the bat and got a reward. A nasty little hit across the line. Unfortunately, it didn't bounce as well. And sadly for Ian, that's the death rattle when you turn around and hear that sound. That's middle stump.
Absolutely. And I think she'll end up thinking that is a shot that she could have played straight down the ground with a straighter bat rather than going across the line. The 5th wicket falls for Malaysia, 34 on the scoreboard, and Ain is gone for 12.
When we saw that's an opportunity, that's a catch, another wicket down for Malaysia, and Sri Lanka spot on with the bowling and the fielding.
Talagune gets a wicket in her 3rd over. She's been very economical with the bowling. This time around, the wrist spinner comes in and gets another wicket. Look at the celebration. Look at the celebration from Rashmika. She's definitely bringing the energy on the field. Even when she was bowling and picked up a wicket, you could see the send-off she gave. Swabika's gone for 11. Malaysia now 44 for 6. Youngsters in both teams. This has been hit over the top and hit for 4. A rare boundary, but it does bring up the 50 of the innings for Malaysia as well.
A very good shot, good looking shot from Nariman, using her feet down the ground. And when talk about wrist spin, it's so important to play it with a straighter bat when you're playing in that area.
Last ball of the match, and this has been hoiked away for runs. It may just go for 4, it does. So boundary to end the innings. They've batted the full 20 overs of Malaysia. That's the important part for them. That's the one positive they'll take away from the game. The fact that they got to 59 in the run chase, trying to chase down 154. That's going to be a dampener because Sri Lanka have registered a mammoth win by 94 runs in a T20 game. That's as big as it gets. It was always going to be tough for Malaysia to chase down that stiff target of 154. The moment the captain departed, Dania, out for 4, you knew that the run chase was falling away. They were 15 for 4 at one stage, and then in the middle order, 3 batters chipping in with double-digit scores, Ain, Swabika and Nuriman. But there was nothing much to write home about, except the fact that Malaysia managed to bat out the full 20 overs. In the end, finishing off with 59 for the loss of 6 wickets. Talking about the bowling card for Sri Lanka, Rashmika bowled well with the new ball, 2 overs costing just 3, picked up a wicket. 2 wickets for Hiruni, the spinner, and Chamudi and Talagune chipped in with a wicket as well, along with Metsara. And in the end, Sri Lanka registering a comprehensive 94-run win in the lung opener here at the ACC Women's Under-19 Asia Cup in Malaysia 2024. Hope you enjoyed the highlights. Do stay tuned for more.